Light of the morning to the fit minds. I hope that today is progressing well for you and that the events have been favorable so far. Let's build quickly. Potential. How do I understand potential? Potential is the desire to bring an idea into reality that doesn't yet exist. Oftentimes we hear individuals talk about potential in relationships, potential in future projects. For example, oh, this thing has potential. Oh, she has potential. Or he has potential. Here's the challenge or my perspective on the idea of potential. In order to bring potential into reality, there has to be a plan. So for example, that plan includes, what does this item look like in growth spurts? So basically, has this thing displayed consistent growth? If the response is no, then that idea is not going to materialize. If the response is yes, then you have to qualify the results that you see or have seen. So for example, there has to be growth progress. Whether the progress is minimum yet continuous. I want to make sure that we are mining our fertile mind so that we can understand how objects or ideas materialize into reality. Potential cannot materialize with mere thought. That is just the idea. That is the imagination. A home with potential that you settle for is merely an idea that you know that will progress into something that is highly favorable. A relationship, in contrast, with potential, keep in mind you are settling for that person at the moment, with the risk at hoping that person will progress into something highly desirable. Why do we want that? Or why do you want that? The person or the thing to have potential? Because we want a connection, a long-lasting connection that we can develop feelings for. We can develop a sense of hope for. We can develop a sense of, hey, I did this. I was a part of this. Belonging. That's what potential is. Let's not be unrealistic in regards to placing ideas on something that will never materialize. For example, if you're with a person or you're on a project and you know that that person hasn't developed any signs of growth, or the project is on the way of collapsing, the reality is, at most or at close, the materialization of the object into reality is not going to happen. That's what I mean by mining the fertile mind. We have ideas, we have constructs, we have opinions, we have perspectives. Let's ensure that we are progressing towards the consistency of our ideas. If the idea is just merely a thought, plan that thought out so that the thought can materialize into existence, so that we can tame the time, the past, present, continuous future. That's what we're looking for. With a healthy mind, a healthy body, and a healthy life, let's stay fit. Peace.